Hello, everybody. I thought we'd do another Timberborn's run today. If you remember last time, it ended with tragedy with Lord Kratos' Timberborn colony ending up being taken out by a flood of bad water caused by an explosion. So I thought we'd give it another try and see if we can do a little bit better this time. And I thought for this one we'd change factions, so rather than playing with the foxtails, we'd have a shot at playing with the Iron Teeth. And I think I'm going to go for the maybe learn to walk before you run and go for one of the easier sort of beginner-friendly maps. I think I might go for the lakes. This looks quite nice and, well, easy. We'll see if we can keep these guys alive, and maybe later on I'll go ahead and go for one of the more sort of difficult maps again. So we're gonna go with this being Lady Lilith, beaver colony. Kinda sounds wrong. Oh well. Lady Lilith's colony. Oh, and there's all my little beavers! Hi guys! You're so cute! Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause this just for a few minutes. And yeah, this seems like a much more friendly map this time. Yeah, we've got a few water sources, one up here. There's one just over here as well. So this should all be good. I guess we should probably start off by going for the basics. We'll get some food on the go. We'll go for a gatherer's flag. Put that down here. And then we'll also grab some lumber. And have a lumberjack flag over here. And of course, very importantly, can't forget to put a water pump in as well. Nope, going around, there we go. Yeah, I think down there looks good for that. And if we go ahead and press play, they should hopefully come out and build all of those. Yeah, I might add a few more builders into there. And something we should probably look at as well is actually getting a dam in. Keep this area green during our first drought. The water is sort of flowing this way, so a dam might down here would probably be quite sensible. We'll go ahead and put one in. Something like this. And it seems I have made the error of forgetting to mark which trees I want to cut down, so we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, so we do have berries being picked, and now our trees are being cut down. This is good. And I'm going to actually bump up the priority on our deep water pump, because we want that to be built before our dam. And I am just remembering we'll need somewhere to store our water as well, so we'll go ahead and put a couple of small water tanks in. Might go ahead and put these next to the district center, and I'll also bump the priority up on those. And we should probably look at starting to get some food on the go. So go ahead and put a farmhouse in. I put it there, it covers the green area nicely. We'll have a look at our crops. We probably want to plant some kohlrabi. Let's put a nice big strip along here. Oh no, all my beavers are sleeping outside. Look at them, poor little beavers. It does look like we could actually use some more timber for building, and I've spotted there's a pair of stone steps over here. So we might go ahead and put another lumberjack flag up here to grab these trees here. Oh, and there we go, our water pump is in, so our beavers will not die of dehydration, which is always a good thing. We do not want to replete of last time. And we'll go ahead and set this small water tank to store water. And our beavers are quite thirsty, but there is someone in the water pump, so hopefully that should be resolving itself. Yeah, it does seem to be that all our beavers are coming to grab a drink of water, so hopefully we'll be fine on the waterfront. Okay, and there we go. Our farmhouse is in. So hopefully, yep, we got 2 beavers in there. Someone should be coming along and planting some crops. We seem to have 1 kohlrabi in so far. And I might go ahead and put another water pumper in. It does look like we're struggling to keep up with the supply of water and the need for... I'm going to get some stored before first drought. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I might bump it up to a little bit higher priority to get filled. And we do still have 2 unemployed beavers. So we got plenty of beavers to do some work. And actually that is something we should think about, is getting some breeding pods in for these guys in housing. It is indeed. These guys are, unlike the foxtails, don't make babies in houses. They make them in breeding pods. They need to put a few of these in to start getting babies. I might go ahead and put 1 in for now. We don't desperately need any, but we do want to make sure our next generation grows up before all our beavers die. And there we go. We have all our kohlrabies planted. And actually, I should look at getting some storage in for food. Go ahead and put a medium warehouse here in the back. And we'll set that to store kohlrabi. Okay, a kohlrabi, also called a German turnip or turnip cabbage. Apparently it's a fast-growing, nutritious, and versatile cool weather climate vegetable. I've never actually eaten one. I wonder what they taste like. I guess if anyone has, let me know in the comments. Oh, and it does look like putting a second deep water pump in has worked. And we now have some water in our storage tank. And we are making a start on our dam. We've got a couple pieces in. This seems to be, I'm optimistic for now. It seems to be going fairly okay. Oh, and actually one thing we probably are going to want to look into is putting in some science. We do have 2 beavers that currently don't have a job. And we are probably going to want to look at getting our own planted trees. We do have quite a few around for now, but it would definitely be good to be able to plant our own and basically ensure that there's always going to be trees around. So I'll go ahead and add a couple inventor huts back here. Because what we'll hopefully be aiming to unlock is the forester, and that allows us to plant trees and bushes. And we'll probably also need to get some stairs at some point and many things to do. And oh look, some of our kohlrabis are grown, fully grown, and now are being harvested. So that's got more food options, especially since our berries have completely run out here as well. And I might go ahead, we do still have some beavers without a job, put another lumberjack flag in over here and cut down all these pine trees. You can never really have enough lumber in this game. Always need it. There we go. And someone's come along to build it. And oh, I should remember to set the trees to be cut down. Otherwise, poor beavers should be standing there doing, I don't know what to do. oh look. These 2 trees at the back here haven't been set to cut down either. Go ahead and do that. I think once they're cut down, I can pause this lumberjack flag, as it seems like there's no trees left in its reach. And there we go. I'll do that. And back the 2 unemployed beavers. How funny. Okay, and I've just got the warning a drought is approaching in about 3 days. And funnily enough, we just finished our dam, which is excellent. That means that this area should stay filled with water over the dry season, which will keep all our kind of trees and our plants, and especially our kohlrabis, nice and watered during that time, so they'll stay alive. And oh look, our science huts are in as well, so now we're making science so we can unlock some new and exciting things. And I think probably what we're going to want to do next is put a couple more water storages in, because again, it's kind of always a struggle. Can't seem to really have too much water. So we'll put those in there. And if we notice next to the water storage, our breeding pod is done as well. And it takes water and berries, apparently, to make a new little baby beaver. So we should hopefully have a new beaver here soon, because we've got no baby beavers. We've got 13 adults, but no baby beavers as of yet. So our beavers' well-being isn't particularly high right now. And I think mostly they've got a -3 from having no shelter. They do have their hunger, thirst, and sleep fulfilled, so we might have a little look at getting some more well-being in. And I think that would probably start with putting some housing. We go have a look at housing here. We can get a barrack which sleeps 10 beavers, so we'd need 2 of those to sleep all our beavers. And I might go ahead and put these in sort of back here. 1 there, and 1 next door there. I might set them to sort of a lower priority, so they can sort of just build them as and when they're not got anything else. They're not sort of essential for our beavers to survive, but they would be good to have in. And oh, I forgot to set these water, or the small tank, to store water, and I'll do that now. Oh look, it looks like our first beaver was born. I'm not even sure I can actually pronounce that name. Wevalolavax was born. They do have some interesting names in here. And oh no, I've just seen my beaver has a broken tooth. Oh buddy. Or he's got a chipped tooth. So we can go ahead and go down here to well-being, and we'll put in a tooth grindstone for him. So he can, well, grind his tooth down and hopefully get it better. I mean, we did learn last time that beavers' teeth, like, I believe horses and rats and things, are constantly growing, so they do need to gnaw on things to keep them ground down. So it's not the same as if you, like, chipped a human tooth, but it still kind of freaks me out, the idea of grinding your teeth down. That doesn't feel good in my mouth. That's what she said. Sometimes I have the humor of a 13-year-old boy. Okay, and it looks like tomorrow morning we're going to get our first drought. So it'll be interesting to see how well we do, how long it takes, and if we can survive. I'm feeling pretty confident. We got, 90 water. You're not looking too good on the food. We got, everyone just obviously went and ate, so we've only got 9 kohlrabis. We might have to expand our field, or maybe get another farmhouse in. Oh, and there's little buddy grinding down his teeth. Go get yourself a sip of water, dude. There we go. Ooh, we've got a new well-being high score of 3. Oh, there we go, of course. We've got our barrack in. So most of our beavers are now housed. Oh, all except from 3. There's 3 unhoused beavers. Well, that's really sad. And our drought has gone ahead and started. And it is going to be 3 days long. Well, 2.7 now. And I might go ahead and pause the water pumps, just so we don't dry this area out. And we can turn it back on if needed if we get low on water. And one thing we're probably going to have to think about relatively soon is bad tides and dealing with bad tides. I was thinking we could maybe put some of the floodgates, the ones that you can raise and lower, sort of over here and maybe some over here, so we're able to raise and lower them when the bad tide comes. So hopefully we can keep sort of this area down here well green and with nice fresh water, not any bad water. Probably first I want to look at unlocking some stairs for 70 science. We do have 85 science. We can go ahead and unlock those, because that would allow us to put a pair of stairs down and get in here, which would make building the floodgates a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and put a pair of stairs, or set of stairs in there. And we'll probably have to wait to unlock the floodgates. Yeah, that's 150 science. That's quite a lot of science. And I just remembered you need planks for stairs. So that's something we're going to have to get on the go. Okay, maybe we'll do some planning. I think I'm going to put a lumberjack flag out here to thin down these trees, and then we can start utilizing this area over here. So the lumberjack flag can go ahead and go here. Yeah, there seems fine. I'll set all these trees to be cut down. And we'll go ahead and look in lumber or wood. And we'll need an industrial lumber mill, but that does require power. If we go along here, we can get a compact water wheel in. And interesting, of course I picked the time when there's no water flowing. So I'm not sure how much power it would create in different places. I mean, it's only 1.5 days at the end of the drought. We may as well wait the 1.5 days and we'll work out the best place to put the water wheel. I might go ahead and put another breeding pod in. just because we want to increase the numbers of our beavers, as we're kind of getting more and more jobs in. And we currently don't have any unemployed beavers, and we've got one job that's not being done, which I presume is the inventor hut. Yes, it is. I guess when we turn these guys back on, it's going to be 3 jobs we don't have enough space for. So yeah, so getting another breeding pod on would be sensible. This is quite a big map. Quite a lot of bits and pieces around. We do have lots of areas to expand to. And actually something I should do is go ahead and get some storage in for berries. Realize I forgot to do that. Go ahead and put that there. And we'll assign it to berries, because berries are much more important in this faction, as they are needed for breeding. So in the other factions you don't particularly need berries, but in this one you definitely do. They're very important, because without them you can't make any more baby beavers. You definitely need baby beavers to continue our colony. Why aren't you doing anything? Oh, you're full of logs, and I haven't put any log storage in. Appear to be suffering from a lack of storage and forgetting to put storage in. So that's easy enough. Remedied. I think, yeah, up here seems like a sensible place. Storage? Should I put it down here with the rest of the storage? No, I think up here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a piece of storage in here. And I will set it to log. And what's nice about the storage of this faction is you can actually build on top of it. So it's solid. Other buildings we can build on top. So we can have like stacked storages up and up and up. Which for some of the storage, for the warehouses you could do the foxtails, but not for kind of the large industrial piles. So I definitely appreciate that. This one. And oh, our drought has ended. That's great. I think we survived in pretty good shape. We still got 27 water. And I can turn our water pumps back on. Actually, I might go ahead and set this to be demolished so we can get some more water in here. There's someone there coming along to demolish it. Zondabar. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little dam piece in here. This when the water comes back, it will fill up in here, and then hopefully in the dry season, this will actually stay filled with water, and we'll keep some of this area up here green. And we could possibly start looking at doing some planting up here. I was talking about putting a forester in, and I haven't quite done that yet. And there we go, the water has returned, and everything's turned nice and green again. And now I can look at putting some power in. Hey, where's the most? Ooh, 100 and... Wow, 127 right there. Yeah, that seems like a good enough place to put that in. And then I'll go ahead and put the lumber mill in behind it. We'll go there. And now we can start getting some planks on the go. So we can get our stairs built. And considered looking at some bad tide protection. Water planks stored in. Yes, it is a large industrial pile, so we can put another one of these in. What am I putting on top? That requires stairs. Okay, we'll put it next to it here. Okay, so it's only 30 to unlock Forester. And we are kind of low on wood. Or a good idea to unlock that next, so that we always have a supply of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that for 30 science points. I think I might plunk it up here. And I'll go ahead and put it there. There covers quite a large chunk of area. Go ahead and set this up. And then we'll have a little look about putting some trees in. So one new type of trees we do have here is mangrove trees. I believe these can be used to get mangrove fruit. And from where I put it, there's quite a big area here which can be planted. So I might go ahead and plant that up with mangrove trees. One thing I did for sort of quality of life is that I wish it would show you the sort of area you can plant. When you click on this, you can sort of see the area of coverage. But when you click on the trees, you can no longer see that. It's kind of annoying. I wish you could still see it when you're placing down your trees, so you knew where and where not you could plant. It's not a big thing. Doesn't make the game unplayable or anything, but it'd just be a nice little touch with him. Oh look, our lumber mill is in. Yeah, we really are slacking on workers right now. Should I put another breeding pod in? Don't want to expand too fast. We could definitely do with some more workers. I could maybe do with dropping down a builder for now. And they can hopefully go in the lumber mill, start making planks. We can get some of our bits and pieces built. And I just realized this is probably going to be a problem if I want to... It'll be fine for now. I can always put another one in. I just can't attach a path to this with all the trees in the way. Oh, and I forgot to path up my storage there. We'll go ahead and do that. Silly me. The colony is coming together quite nicely. And I got totally distracted. I was going to plant some trees and I just never did. Oop-a-days. We'll go ahead and throw loads of trees around here. Have you guys seen the new advert for the Timberborn 1.0 release? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Seeing little beavers crawling through the desert, trying to find a home. And they're picking little berries in their sticks, and the joy when they finally find the fresh water. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I highly recommend watching it. I believe it's on their YouTube channel, if you guys want to check it out. I think it's probably also on their Steam page. Okay, there we go. That should hopefully be enough trees for now, but we shall see. We're just waiting on, a few 7 planks and 2 more planks over here for this to be built. So hopefully shouldn't take too long. Oh look, my stairs are in. Wonderful. So hopefully they've started working on the forester, and they have. So it looks like a lumber mill uses 75 horsepower, and this compact water wheel makes 195. So we do have a little bit more sort of power to play with. And I could go ahead and put in, I believe it's a fermenter, which can ferment lots of different foods. Yeah, I might go ahead and do that. I probably want it somewhere like here, which means I need to clear away those 2 berry bushes. Let me check how much power. It only uses 50 HP. I believe there's plenty of power left over. That math isn't 75, 5, 95. Yeah, 125. Ants. Not my strong suit. Okay, we'll put that in there. And have a look at the rest of this. Yeah, it looks like we probably want to go for fermented cassava, because that only needs the cassavas itself. So we can go ahead and plant up some cassavas. If I'm pronouncing that right. I guess there's another thing I've never actually seen is a cassava. Okay, having a look on Wikipedia. It's also called Manapoca or yucca, a woody shrub of the birch family. Native to South America, Brazil, Paraguay, and parts of the Andes. It is extensively cultivated in tropical and subtropical regions as an annual crop for its edible, starchy, tuberous roots. Oh, it's you can eat it boiled, but you can also extract its starch, and that's tapioca. Oh, I didn't know that. I think I've eaten tapioca. There you go. The more you learn. Oh, and our fermenter is in while I was googling that. We can have fermented cassavas being made, but we don't currently have any of those ready, so that can be empty for now. And since I've put that in, actually we need more storage. And put 2 more storages in, one for just the cassavas themselves, and one for the fermented. And if you check over here, our forester is in, and I'm gonna go ahead and set them to high priority, because we want to at least get the trees planted. After they've been planted, we can go ahead and pause the forester Yeah, you know what? I think I'm definitely going to go ahead and stick another breeding pod in. Looking at the amount of unstaffed jobs, we got 6. We definitely could do with some more beavers, and we got plenty of food going right now, and we just got another food source opening up, so I don't think we've got too much to worry about with that. And yeah, I think I'll put a little bit more water storage in as well, just to make sure we survive the next drought. I'm gonna go ahead and put stairs down here so we have access down into the water down here. Because I did block these stairs off by blending all the mangrove trees. I know, look, someone's already building the stairs. We do now have a well-being of 5, which is nice because we've got hunger, thirst, sleep, shelter. The only basic need we've not got done is wet fur, and we have a little bit of nutrition with the kohlrabies. Hopefully soon we'll get a little bit more with the mangrove fruits and the fermented cassavas. If we look at one of these guys, we can see that this is giving them a plus 20% working speed and plus 5% of movement speed. We're not currently getting anything to life expectancy, but tier 7's the next well-being, so I guess if we get a point each from fermented cassavas and from the mangroves, that would put us of having a little bit more life expectancy as well. And actually, I can look at filling that basic need of showers, so unfortunately that does take science, and I am saving up for floodgates. I think we'll keep saving for the floodgates for now since we're almost there, very close to being there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause the district, which has got the builders in it for now, because I don't think we're currently building anything. So they can go and do a few of the other jobs, and hopefully get us some more lumber, some more wood. We're kind of lacking on that right now. So I guess we're not building, we don't need it. They're building some more things soon. Actually, I just noticed we now have enough science to unlock the floodgates. So go ahead and do that, and we'll start building some over this way. I think we'll put them here, here, and here, and then we'll build some over this way as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. There as well. We'll add a path in to make sure that they can be built. And there we go. Hopefully, if there is a bad tide at any point, those can be closed and they'll save us from that. Because we don't want bad water to run all the way through our colony, and what happened last time. We got no food and no water. And well, that's pretty much the end of your colony. Oh, and look, the mango trees are being planted. I should actually go ahead and put a gatherer's flag over here. So that they can be collected when they grow up, when they're ready. And I'll go ahead and put a piece of storage in for those. Excuse you, sir. Sir. Our colony has been invaded by the Kato. Have you come to yell at me for food? Is it food time? No, it is 1:30. It is nowhere near food time. It is not. No, and you do not need to be rubbing your face in your microphone. No, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, come on. Come on. You can be snug. You can have snug. Okay. I can get to play the rest of this game holding it down. Okay. What was I doing? Okay, I was about to put in a set of stairs just there so we can get up to our warehouse. Oh, and there's another drought approaching. Right, I was setting this mangrove fruit, and I was thinking what I might actually also want to do is put a dam in across here. And that would keep this area wet or full of water while the dry season is here. I might go ahead and prioritize this over Kratos. Cats, man. Cats. Gotta love them. Over everything else, so it can hopefully be built pretty soon. I don't think we're gonna get the dam in time for the next dry season, sadly. That won't be too much of a problem. I feel like these oaks are generally pretty drought resistant. It might be a problem for the mangroves. Hopefully they'll survive. But if they don't, we can just replant them. It's not the end of the world. You live and you learn. And yep, as predicted, it wasn't in before the drought, but that is okay. I put it in way too late, but it'll be good for next drought. At least it wasn't a bad water, because that could have been disastrous, because we're not quite in with all our floodgates yet. So we're getting there with these. Oh, and I should go ahead and pause these guys, because there is no power because there's no running water. So our water wheel is not turning. Okay, so these will dry out in 6 days. And we only have 2.5 days of drought left. So that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, and I'll pause the water pumps because we don't want them to dry out this area. And look, some of our kohlrabies have grown. That's wonderful. It looks like we've got a lot larger population now. I've got 3 unemployed beavers, so I guess I did just pause a lot of jobs. We could add a couple more to the builders for now. I've put a few more science cuts in as sort of summer drought jobs later on, but we'll let all this stuff go first. And it looks like we've reached a new well-being score of 7 because we've got fermented cassavas, which get 2 points just by themselves. I've also got a little bit of wet fur. I guess that's because our builders are coming through the water down here, or at least they were coming through the water down here when there was water. We'll have to unlock the showers and put them in, and actually I'm just looking at it, we have plenty of science, so we can go ahead and unlock the shower. I think, yeah, maybe like a couple down here seems like a good idea. Put like 2 in, maybe 3. We'll 3 in for now. We can set them to a little bit of a lower priority because we don't desperately need them in, but it'd just be nice to have a little bit more well-being for our beavers. And we got plenty of water for now. We're still doing okay on food. Alright, and this is now in. So all we need left to build is 4 defenses here. I just realized I haven't lined them up nicely. I put them square on rather than sort of all the roofs match up. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to delete them and redo it though. That'd be a waste of resources. That's kind of annoying. But oh well. Remember for next time. And we survived the drought. No problem. These are still pretty far away from drying out. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this in here did dry out. I wonder why. Oh well. Nope. And this guy has nothing more in range to cut down for now. So we'll go ahead and pause him. We can redo this, which is a few trees grown up over here, and we should have someone hopefully in this one. We do indeed. Oh, and I'll turn water pumps back on, the lumber mill, and also our fermenter. Oh look, we've got our showers in now, so hopefully some people will come along and use it. Oh, these little baby beavers are gonna come along. I think so. Oh, look, there we go. They're having a little shower. They're washing their faces. Oh, they're so cute. I think the beavers in them are so adorable. And yeah, and now hopefully they get the wet fur buff. Yes, they do! So that gives a whole 1 to their well-being. So now we have a 20% life expectancy, which is great. Oh, it also affects their growth speed. I didn't realize that. Huh. They must grow up faster if they've got more well-being. And looky here, we've got our floodgates in. So now we should hopefully be protected from any bad water tides. Yeah, I had a lot of fun getting back into this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there for today. Our colony is doing really well. We seem to be thriving. So yeah, thank you all guys for watching. If you could leave a comment, a like, it really helps my little channel grow. And if you enjoyed what you're seeing, subscribing would be amazing. But I hope you had a good few days, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!